Aloha again. This is UNFTR. That's Un-F the Republic. On how to rebuild the left as the far right floods the zone. So let's see if he agrees with our Green Party thoughts or not.
Look, I know it's been a rough couple of weeks, and we knew this would happen. The grand distraction machine is operating at full capacity. You feel helpless, and the Democrats look feckless. So I want to discuss a small yet powerful way for you to reclaim your power. UNFTR! The Democratic Party operatives did this to themselves, so let's figure it out.
So this is how to rebuild the left. Already starting kind of off on the bad foot. The Democrats aren't left. They're a center-right party, as even AOC would say, and Barack Obama said he's like a what do you call it, a moderate Republican. They're not the left, so not the greatest start.
Recommending is an easy way to get politically active while staying safe. And it starts by doing your best to shut out the noise.
We're officially withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement.
Yeah, we know.
The border is closed.
So again then with the Paris Climate Agreement, permaculture, food forests, join the Green Party. Let's start volunteering, building food forests around school, around neighborhoods, all that stuff.
Closed on all sides, even Canada.
Yeah, got it. Listen,
no more protected status either. Everyone has to leave.
Yeah, well, we'll see in court on that one, buddy. So here's the...
Also, I'm tariffing China.
Old news.
And Mexico.
Well, that's just dumb.
And Canada. 25% if they don't become 51st state.
Wait, what? What's with Canada? They're like our closest ally.
Never mind. No tariff on Canada, just Mexico.
Okay, the Mexico thing just doesn't make any sense.
No Mexico, just China.
Okay, listen, I can't with this guy. We have to focus. In order to build a strong coalition on the...
I'm renaming Gulf of Mexico.
I'm sure cartographers around the world are rejoicing.
I don't know who they are, but I'm sure they love me. Also, I sent little Marco to Panama.
Wait, why is Marco Rubio in Panama?
We're taking the canal back, routing it through Florida.
Just like the
That's
oil.
not how canals work.
I've also reached a great deal where Israel's going to leave Gaza.
Seriously? Like, that's actually amazing.
We're going to take over instead. Trump Casino, beachfront property, hotels everywhere, Mai Tais, pina coladas.
Flooding the zone, shock and awe, divide and conquer, gish gallop filibuster. The distractor-in-chief is unleashing a war of attrition on reason and good taste, the likes of which we've never experienced.
Reason and good taste. Let's see what he means by that.
For anyone who claims that Trump's faculties are diminished, think again. He is at the height of his powers right now, and even though it's only been a couple of weeks, he is wearing us down. And that's the plan. So here...
Well, I mean, he's wearing some people down. He's got some people motivated. Like me, I'm motivated. Get motivated. Don't get wore down. Call your Green Party.
Here's
Let's go.
Our plan. It's impossible to look away, so don't.
All right.
Take it all in and let it fuel your disgust and give you a sense of purpose. And
Well, see, I'm no more disgusted by Donald Trump than I am by Joe Biden or Barack Obama, or George Bush. Biden, again, crime bill, doesn't care about you. Obama had the supermajority. Instead of passing universal health care, he fined poor people for not being able to afford health care. So, yeah, it's not super different.
And that purpose is first, the midterms, and then 2028.
Midterms 2028, Green Party. Join the Green Party, fill the Green Party, run for the Green Party.
Disgust and give you a sense of purpose. And that purpose is first, the midterms, and then 2028. But listen, the left is fucked right now. The Democrats have no answers, no meaningful answers at least.
But the Democrats are not left. Green Party's left, DSA is left, PSL is left. There's a few left parties. The Democrats are not one of them. So let's stop with that. Let's stop calling the Democrats left. Let's call it what it is.
The Dems are going to hold press conferences, make the rounds on the TV circuit, howl at the moon, and shout at the rain. The ACLU is going to file so many motions, their lawyers are going to have motion sickness. And here we are out in the wilderness. And I know what you're thinking. What are we going to do about this?
Fill the Green Party.
This guy is invincible. He beats every rap. And you're going to get caught up in the...
Every president is pretty invincible. None of them get arrested. All of them are war criminals. All of them commit crimes. You want to talk about financial crimes? Nancy Pelosi is one of the most biggest financial criminals there ever was. She's never going to jail. So they don't hold each other accountable, because if you hold one of them accountable, you have to hold all of them accountable.
The what ifs. What if he dismantles the Department of Education? No, he's going to try. What if he...
What do you call it? Community service. That's Green Party. We got after school programs planned, weekend programs planned.
Doesn't leave. He might try and stay. The what ifs are all
Push
very
him out.
much possible, and they range from bizarre to down.
He might try and stay. Let's get this community organized. Let's vote so big that he can't stay. Let's get 60. Let's get 70% of the vote. Get out there. Get the people, everyone you know. Come to the next Green Party meeting, and then everybody at the next Green Party meeting, bring one more person to the next Green Party meeting. Then everybody there, bring one more person.
Right, dystopian. The point of this onslaught is to keep us off balance. So that's why I'm focused on the fundamentals right now.
What are these fundamentals?
You might think that this is just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, but there is important work to be done right now.
Yes, there
and
is.
It starts with taking back the narrative of the left. By
Ooh, yes, please. Let's take back the narrative of the left. Green Party is left, Democrats are right. If you talk about Democrats being on the left, you are messing up the narrative of the left, and you are skewing it, and you are hurting the left. You could be doing it on purpose or on accident. A lot of people do it on purpose.
by establishing what it means to be on the left.
Not a
right
Democrat.
now we're being blamed for everything this administration is doing and for the reason that they got there. We're the woke mob, the unpatriotic heathens who want to give everything away, live off welfare, open the borders, and promote unqualified people into positions of power.
That has nothing
As
to do
long
with
as
the
we
left.
focus our narrative on counterattacks, we're playing into their hands.
Trump bad.
So what exactly does this mean? Well, here's my contribution. I'm finishing up our third episode on a series centered on 5 non-negotiables of the left. So it's my way of helping to reclaim the narrative and get the left aligned on certain fundamental principles
The number one non-negotiable of the left should be the Democratic Party. If you're on the left, you do not join them.
to mount an offensive instead of trying to fight off the back foot and respond to every body blow and flurry from the orange nugget in the Oval Office. When all is said and done, this is the primary critique of the Democratic establishment and why we're in this position.
Not the left.
They stood and still stand for nothing. They offer nothing. They allowed themselves to be...
The left stands for universal health care, housing, food equity, income inequality. Look, not stands for income equality, but fixing income inequality, education. Democrats stand for nothing. That's why they are not on the left.
defined by the opposition and not by responding with alternative plans and a clear vision for the future.
The Green Party has alternative plans and a clear vision for the future, as the Democrats do not.
The Republicans just won by default. But articulating a vision is actually more difficult than it seems.
It's really not. Go to the descriptions in a lot of my videos. There's a lot of plans there. It's not hard to articulate a plan for the future.
And that's why narratives...
But it is when you don't have any... What was it? The Democrats, they don't have a plan. They don't have anything. They're just in the wind. They
matter. By coalescing around firm principles and speaking with one voice, we can help shift the narrative among the left and sympathetic liberal core of the Democratic Party.
No sympathetic liberal core. Liberals are on the right. They're not sympathetic to the left. They would rather have a Donald Trump than a Bernie Sanders. You've seen this in 2016. They pushed out Bernie Sanders so that we could have a Donald Trump. They'd rather have a Joe Biden who hangs with Strom Thurmond and won't let Kamala on the bus, or put her on, whatever he did to Kamala on the bus. They'd rather have Joe Biden than a Bernie Sanders. Even Barack Obama showed you this. They are not the left. Bernie Sanders is barely on the left, and they pushed him away. The Democrats do not want anything to do with people-powered movements.
Now, I've offered my thoughts previously on efforts to build viable third parties, and I'm with you in the long run.
In the long run, it's idiotic. Again, Bernie Sanders, Barack Obama, the Black Panther Party, even Donald Trump showed that you can build a movement in a month to 4 months. Get it going. The thing is, Bernie Sanders built a movement. The Democratic Party broke it. He built another one. It's pretty much Barack Obama broke it himself. Who was it? Barack Obama built a movement in 2008, and he squashed it himself. So he squashed two of the movements. The Black Panther Party built a movement, killed them all. Donald Trump built a movement, he kept it going. The difference in Donald Trump's movement and the left-wing movements is the left-wing movements try to go through the Democratic Party. If you try to go through the Democratic Party, they're going to squash you. Donald Trump went through the Republican Party, right-wing movement, supposed to be populist. His movement's still going. MAGA's still strong. Imagine Bernie Sanders went to the Green Party. The Green Party would have kept the movement going, would have kept it alive, would have kept him out there in rallies doing all the stuff. It'd still be going. We would be able to rival Donald Trump. We'd beat Donald Trump. A left-wing movement is way, way more popular than a right-wing movement. People would prefer health care. Donald Trump ain't giving nobody health care. Donald Trump is just giving people words and vibes and stuff. We would give people food forest, education, healthcare, time off of work, all kinds of things. They would love that. But since the Democrats want to talk about it but not be about it, then hey, that's not the left.
But the deck is stacked against us today because of institutional rot and Citizens United.
Now, don't wait. It's now. We need a movement. We need somebody charismatic in the Green Party. Start a movement. Keep it going like Donald Trump. The only difference in Donald Trump is he was in the Republican Party. He could keep his movement going. The Democrats break all the movements.
In order to change the political dynamics of the nation, we're going to have to seize the levers of power. And guess who's going to give us the opportunity to do just that?
The Green Party.
That's right. The guy currently flooding the zone.
Oh.
Hopefully, in tearing down the administrative state and putting the U.S. economy in a precarious position, it will only serve to hasten the economic decline in this country and disengage him from his base of support outside of the cult of MAGA, at least. And it's simple math.
I thought he might do that.
When it comes crashing down, clarity of purpose and vision wins.
And we just showed before, the Democrats have no clarity, no leadership, no purpose. Why are we talking about the Democrats as if they're on the left? They're nowhere close. The Green Party has purpose, clarity of vision. And we need leadership. That's the one thing we're kind of lacking. Jill Stein, I love you. Which way I love you. But a little more speaking up. Try to get on CNN a little more. But let's build this 50-state movement. Start getting people in your states. Jill Stein, I'm not sure what you're doing right now. Like, I know you're doing some stuff with Kshama Sawant, but Butch Ware is running for governor in California. Jill, run for governor somewhere, Senate, wherever your state is, whatever that is. And let's get these down ballots filled with Green Party people. Call some people. Let's get some leaders in the Green Party. But you, at home, the Green Party is a people movement. It's a grassroots movement. We need you. We need you to sign up. We need some of you to run. Not all of you, but some of you.
So our moment, my belief, is that it's closer than you think. And the opportunity is greater than it would have been had someone like Kamala Harris overseen the next phase of capitalism's decline. But if you survey non-Republicans in this moment, what you'll discover is a stunning lack of clarity. We don't even know what to ask for. We're as disorganized as we've ever been.
Because people think the Democrats are the left. They have no idea what to do because the Democrats have no answers. Tell them about the Green Party platform. Check out my videos, check out my descriptions. My videos talk about the Green Party obviously a lot. My descriptions kind of lay out plans that I kind of have, and I'm introducing to the Green Party. As I said, I went to a Green Party of Alaska meeting today. I'm in Hawaii. We got a Green Party of Hawaii meeting next week. I've been to DSA meetings. Building this left-wing coalition from the ground up. Help me out. Call the DSA, call the PSL, call any left-wing coalition you know, and let's bring them all together.
So here's the assignment. Get focused on certain talking points. The ones I'm offering are pretty straightforward, and there's a rhyme and a reason behind what they are and the order in which we're putting them out there. And for that, you'll have to watch the entire series to.
Over talking points. Talking points are cool, and it's good to know your talking points, but I would say join a movement. and say you're not confident in your talking points, there'll be leaders within that movement that can help coach you and get you confident within those talking points. So that movement, the Green Party, DSA, PSL, join them all. Coalesce, coalition build.
Understand. But on the top level, they're housing first, which is the right to shelter,
Yes.
a civilian labor corps, the right to meaningful work,
Agree.
Medicare for all, the right to
Yes,
health care,
obviously, yes.
campaign finance reform, the right to live in a proper democracy, and climate scoring in legislation, the right.
The last two are kind of vague, but sound kind of good. So, but they don't sound like anything the Democratic Party would ever do, right? So these are things that the Green Party talks about and fights for. If you want to be a leftist, if you want to be a progressive, if you want to help those movements, again, beat the dead horse, call the Green Party.
Right to inhabit a livable planet. Again, there's a rationale to this that I hope you'll take the time to consider. But getting these issues down and creating
Livable planet, permaculture, all in my videos.
a narrative framework that informs a true leftist platform, one that meets the moment and builds a bridge toward an evolutionary system.
No, it's
that
not
looks
the
like
Democrats.
Democratic socialism, but for the modern era, is only the beginning. The hard part is amplifying our message and bringing it out to the masses, knowing that we don't find favor in the mainstream. And
That is the hardest part, because the mainstream will put down the left voices, right? They don't want people power. They want corporate power. They want to make their money. They don't want to give up their power to have everybody more equalized. That would be terrible for the elite.
And that's where we have to be clever and outwork them by using the tools the tech oligarchs have supplied to us. So if you have Google Meet or Zoom or any other platform that allows you to confer with people you trust, you have the ability to build an untrackable hive of knowledge and advocacy. It's time to go underground to spread the word.
I disagree totally. Do not go underground. Go to the Green Party. Be seen. Build the biggest coalition we can. Like Bernie Sanders, like Barack Obama, even like Donald Trump. Get as many people in a place as you can. And let's get everyone educated, hype, and ready to go. Why would you go underground? That's like giving up.
Now, I've often referred to this point as the Empire Strikes Back phase, and we're the Rebel Alliance. But small groups can do big things if we can win over hearts and minds by educating and empowering. So, I'm working on a few curriculum ideas to give.
Educate, empower, volunteer, but bring together. Don't go underground. Get above ground. We need to make leftism and progressivism normalized. We need to show people what it really is, so that when somebody says all left, they think Green Party, they think permaculture, they think universal health care, they think education, they think high wages or UBI, whatever, stuff like that. They don't think the Democratic Party. That is not good communication.
Away and to help guide conversations, but there's no reason to wait. You can start your own hive. Find 3, 4, 5 people.
Instead of starting a hive, the Green Party is your hive. Just call the Green Party. Your hive should be calling the Green Party, calling the DSA, calling the PSL, and looking up any other left-wing and progressive organizations you can find, calling them and making the organizations hive together. This should be the hive.
That are scared and interested in, quote,
Don't be
doing the
scared.
work. My suggestion is to start a weekly hive meeting, a couple of hours, with the
If you are like in danger of being deported, if you are in danger of like some of the LGBT laws and stuff like that, okay, start an underground hive if you need to, if you feel really scared like that. But I would still say strength amongst numbers, right? If you get with the Green Party, get with the DSA, and get all these hives together and build big numbers, there's more strength there rather than being hidden and scared. But I mean, hey, do what you need to do if you feel a certain way.
select group of people that you know. It can be online or it can be in person. And the best way to start is to know thy enemy, not the screaming MAGA base. They've been
The Democratic Party, the fake left, is really the enemy for us. That's the truth.
poisoned, and they'll be the last to turn away from their dear leader. But focus on who's behind these movements. Here are 3 suggestions to get started, and yes, I am suggesting that the way to get started on your radical journey is by starting a small book club. Now,
Start by joining the Green Party.
over time
Book
it will
club could be
evolve,
second.
but we got to go back to basics. and I'll leave the links in the notes below to our bookshop to help us get started. So the first one is How the Heartland Went Red by Stephanie Ternulo. The second one is The Far Right Today by Cass Mutta, which provides an overview of the fourth wave of post-war far-right politics and explains the far-right renaissance. And lastly, one of my faves, is Democracy in Chains.
You created an environment.
So it is a personal favorite that I've talked about a lot on the show because it details the radical right's stealth and long-term agenda to take over America. And
through the Democratic Party, man. Does it say that?
There's nuggets in there that even I didn't know about, having studied neoliberalism for, years and years.
Neoliberalism, the Clintons.
Choose one, dig in,
Brock.
and just get started. The key is to read it aloud together and discuss each chapter. And as we go, I'll help build out a syllabus for us to follow. And the only thing that I ask is that you tell me the name of your hive and try to be creative, but no other details. That way I can call out your hive name on the show, but you and your co-conspirators can maintain the underground nature of our work.
See, I think that's kind of a op, right? Why are you trying to be underground? Even the Black Panther Party wasn't underground. They stood up. If we want to be heard, you need to put your chest up, speak loudly, and be heard. Why are you telling people to go underground? Again, if you're scared of deportation or other laws that might hurt you, but for the main, we need to stand up for those people, for the people who can't stand up. We need to stand up, be loud, join the Green Party, make your hives big, get the DSA, get all these other hives, join them together. We need to make a community of hives, not just these little small hives.
We'll scaffold the effort properly in the coming months, but it is good to get started. And one thing I want to leave you with is this thought from Twitch streamer and darling of the left.
See, I'm not about that incremental stuff. Let's get it going. Let's get it going right now.
Hassan Piker.
Being a leftist is being on the right side of history, being correct but too early, and also constantly getting yelled at, constantly talking about things that are directly at odds with the powers with the pre-existing hierarchy. You're gonna lose a lot, okay? That's it. So get ready for it. But just, as long as you know that your moral compass is correct and you don't lose yourself to the whims of I don't know, wanting a tiny bit of victory in the short term, you just have to keep putting your best foot forward with the knowledge that you're doing the right thing and you're doing right by others.
He's right.
I kind of find him to be a little bit wrong. It's kind of BS. Like, we don't have to lose. The only reason the left is losing is because we join a right wing party, and then they kill the movements once we do it. Barack Obama showed that we want left-wing politics. Bernie Sanders showed that we want left-wing politics. Even Clinton kind of acted like he was on the left back in the day, like he was some progressive dude, but he was not. Obama was not. Bernie kind of, but they stifled Bernie. If we were in the Green Party, if Bernie was in the Green Party, it wouldn't take but a second. The movements can be instant. The longevity of the movement is where you put your effort. If we put a left-wing movement in the Republican Party, would it last? No. If we put a left-wing movement in any right-wing party, would it last? No, it would be not nourished. The Democrats are a center-right party at best. AOC told us. Barack Obama told you he's a moderate Republican. They are right-wingers. They will not foster a left-wing movement. It won't happen.
We're going to lose more than we win.
We don't need to.
People will think you're nuts, that you're tilting at windmills.
Bernie Sanders shows you that we don't need to lose more than we win. Donald Trump even shows you through his fake populism that if you're a populist, you will win. They just had nowhere else to go. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are not populists. They're not even fake populists.
At which time you'll be left standing as the reasonable one with the answers to how we got here and where we ought to go.
Man, we could put it on a fan right now.
And don't mind the distractions along the way.
TikTok is gone. Ooh, no, now it's back.
Please shut up.
So, a little bit clever by him. I kind of find that to be a little bit of democratic propaganda. They are not Democrats. They are not going to help you. They're going to pass crime bills. They're going to pass feckless, small little bills that might help you a little bit that the next Republican can just overturn. If you want a left-wing movement, if you want a real populist movement, if you want the future, your kids' future, your future to be on a planet that's green and thriving, you want the Green Party. If you want to just throw oil into the air and burn it down, all right, we got the Democrats and the Republicans for you. Keep it capitalism, keep it the same. But if you're looking at things across the spectrum, you might want to go green.